Reverend Fathers, your sisters, honored guests, and my brothers. I've been blessed to have been touched and impacted by so many good and holy priests in my life, but my priest hero is my pastor, Father John Meyer. Father Meyer has been my pastor for 11 years now, and I've just been so many times been impacted and shown a good, holy priestly example. And one way is particularly through the liturgy. You know, he's been here for 11 years, so I've served a lot of masses with Father Meyer. And I've noticed, as he's celebrating the Mass, as he's elevating the hosts, as he's elevating Jesus' body and blood, just the great love and reverence and devotion that he has to that. And I've also been impacted by his prayer in the sacristy before each Mass. Lord, help us to serve you worthily and reverently in this Mass. Lord, help us to know this is the most important hour or time of our week. Lord, help us to serve you reverently and worthily, and help the people in the pews in the congregation have an encounter with you. And I've just seen the importance that he puts on training us, the servers, the readers, the ushers, everyone, that they know what they're supposed to do so that the liturgy has an order to it, has a flow to it, so that it facilitates that encounter with Christ, and it's not a distraction. Another way that Father has really impacted me, Father Meyer, is just his servant heart, his humble servant heart. He has 2 parishes now with a priest to help him, but he has 2 parishes and he has a school. And in addition to that, he takes care of his mother who has chronic illness. And he takes care of Monsignor Callahan. Most recently, as Monsignor was going through health issues, he was there by his side in addition to his pastoral work. But even before Monsignor was sick, he would fly Monsignor to Rome and fly back within the space of a couple of days, so that Monsignor didn't have to fly by himself as he is being a formator for the SJV men in Rome. So he gave up his sleep, he gave up his schedule, his day off, so that the church could be impacted, could have that formation from Monsignor. And I've also noticed during COVID, when churches were shut down, after they opened up, but it was limited capacity, he started a parking lot mass, one of the first ones in our area, so that people that were afraid of getting sick if they went into a church could still have the sacrament of the Eucharist, could still have Jesus in the Eucharist through the Mass. And he was there in December and January and February, even when it's bitterly cold here in Minnesota. And I just was really struck by his pastoral charity, his service heart there. And another way that he has really impacted me personally is through his promotion of vocations. Father Meyer loves to take guys to events, to speak about it. He's allowed me to invite men to the Vianney visit before. And just personally, when I was struggling on the fence about whether to go to seminary or not, he sat me down, we had a meeting, and he really gave me direction in that meeting of where I wanted to go after that. He helped me get here to SJV. And since then, when we go home, the seminaries, there's several seminarians from my parish, when we go home for breaks, he often takes us out to eat, generously, sharing his time and his money with us. And he wants to know how we're doing. He wants to check in with us. He wants to uplift us and encourage us and hear how things are going. And he wants to celebrate with us. Holy Thursday is always a night where he takes all the seminarians out to eat, to celebrate the institution of the Holy Eucharist and the priesthood, which God willing someday we will be. And personally, again, this summer, he allowed me to stay in the rectory, which he has done in the past with other seminarians, allowing them to stay in the rectory to keep that part of their formation, that daily prayer, and to see really what that life of a priest is during the week, during the summer, that we don't get to experience. So for all of these gifts, all of these things that Father has shown to me, for all the ways that he has helped me in my vocational discernment, for the way that he has served the church, and in gratitude for all of that, I say, praise be Jesus Christ.
Amen.